Welcome back, my dear students. So in our previous class, we have started with the concept called errors, correct? So in errors, there are different types of errors, and then we spoke about different types of errors, and then we reached for absolute error. Here is the definition for absolute error. Please write down. Absolute error magnitude is the magnitude of the difference between the true value of the quantity and individual measurement of the value. Delta A mean, magnitude of the delta A mean is equal to A mean minus A1. What is written here? Same thing is written in terms of a definition. Okay. Next is relative error. The ratio of the mean absolute error to the mean value of the quantity measured. So R is equal to delta A mean by A mean. Then one more is percentage error. The relative error expressed in percentage is nothing but percentage error. That is nothing but relative error into 100. You have to write it on your own. Okay. Next, combination of errors. Error of a sum or difference. When we add or subtract, the error occurs. Correct? During that time, how can we write? See, we said in the previous class, do you remember? Y is equal to A mean minus A mean plus or minus delta A mean. Do you remember this? Correct? Am I right? The same thing, now I'll write it as A plus or minus delta A. Shall I write it like this? I'll just change the format, that's all. Y is equal to A plus or minus delta A. Is that fine? Okay. That is for the physical quantity A. For the physical quantity B, if I take B, then B plus or minus delta B. Correct? Am I right? Fine. So now let me consider two physical quantities A and B. Understood what I am writing? The same thing which we have done in the previous class, we are going to write it in the different form. Okay. Let's suppose two physical quantities have measured values. There are two physical quantities A and B. They have the measured values A plus or minus delta A and B plus or minus delta B. Is this fine? Now, where delta A and delta B are there, absolute errors. Okay. We wish to find the error delta Z, that is in the sum. I want to add A and B. So Z is equal to A plus B. How can we add this? Z equal to A plus B. Can you please help me to add this? For adding Z equal to A plus B, Z is also having some errors. Correct? Then I can write it as error with this physical quantity Z has the measured, will have the measured value Z plus or minus delta Z. Correct? It will have measured value Z plus or minus delta Z just like A and B. Okay, I will substitute it. Z plus or minus delta Z equal to A plus or minus delta A plus B plus or minus delta B. Am I right? Substituting, that's all. Nothing has been done over here. Now tell me, what is the maximum possible error? See, just adding. So can I write it like this? A plus B. Okay. A plus B. Then plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B is equal to Z plus or minus delta Z. Just writing in the rearranged form, A plus B plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B. Correct? Am Am I right? So from this, can you help me? Can you help me for the next step? Can you help me for the next step? In the place of a plus b, I can write it as z. Correct? So then z plus or minus delta z equal to z plus or minus delta a plus or minus delta b. Now z will get cancelled. Correct? What is the remaining answer? Plus or minus delta z equal to plus or minus delta a plus or minus delta b. Am I right? Am I right? Now, what is the maximum value of the error delta z? Can you tell me what is the maximum value of the delta z? Maximum error that can occur means adding. Correct? Maximum value that can get here is adding. How can we add? How can we add? Can you help me for adding? Yes, how can we add? A plus b. So maximum error that can occur is delta a plus delta b. Am I right? Maximum error that can occur here is delta a plus delta b. Maximum possible error is this one. For a difference, again it is the same. Instead of plus, let me put minus. Now we have added two numbers. Instead of that, I want to subtract two numbers. If I want to subtract, I have to put here minus sign. If it is minus there, then here also it is minus. Then, now, all the same, finally, the maximum error possible here is also same. Delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. The maximum possible error in case of sum and difference is one and the same. So, the maximum possible error during addition and subtraction is delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. Understood? So, while adding, this is the maximum error. Next, shall I for what we have done? Do you want once again explanation? Okay, there are two physical quantities A and B with the measured value A plus or minus delta A and B plus or minus delta B. I want to subtract these two numbers. So, z equal to a minus b, one solution. This z is also having some error, correct? No solution. So, z plus or minus delta z. I wrote it. So, this a is nothing but a plus or minus delta a minus b plus or minus delta b. Now, I will rearrange it a minus b plus or minus a plus or minus b. A minus b is nothing but z. Write it as z. Z will cancel. What is remaining? Plus or minus z is equal to plus or minus a plus or minus delta b. What is the maximum possible error? Maximum possible error means you have to add. So, delta z is equal to delta a plus delta b. Maximum possible error in case of this is for subtraction. For addition also one and the same. Just the changes here is earlier one. Plus, plus, plus. Correct? Finally, it will be same. No changes. Next. Shall we go for the next one? So, what is the rule? What is the rule? When two quantities are added or subtracted, the absolute error in the final result is sum of the individual absolute errors. Sum of the absolute errors in the individual. It may be subtraction or addition, but finally the total error is the sum of errors of the individual quantities. Absolute errors of the individual quantities. Next, we'll go for multiplication, that is product. Do you want me to write the rule? Okay. When two quantities are added, what happens? Rule. Or subtracted. Can you help me? When two quantities are added or subtracted, what is happening? When it is added or subtracted, the absolute error in final result is the absolute error in final result is sum of absolute errors of individual quantities. Sum of absolute errors in individual quantities. This is a rule for adding and subtracting. Next, for multiplication. Can you help me for this multiplication? How it will be? I don't want rule. Let me do it as we have done it now. Can you help me? Let us consider two physical quantities, A and B. Okay? A and B. With the measured quantities A plus or minus delta A and B plus or minus delta B. Okay, A and B, they are having physical quantities. We want to multiply it. So Z equal to A into B. Z is also having one error, that is a measured error, that is Z equal to Z plus or minus delta Z. Correct? Now can you try? Substitute and try. Try. Will you help me? Try. What is the answer we are getting? Z equal to AB. Z equal to Z plus or minus delta Z. We will substitute here, okay? Z plus or minus delta Z equal to A plus or minus delta A plus B, plus or minus delta B. What is the next step? What is the next step? AB, correct. A into B, okay. Then plus or minus. What symbol you want? We don't know. So plus or minus A delta B plus or minus delta A into B. Then plus or minus delta A delta B. Multiplying for each term. Correct? We'll get this one is equal to Z plus or minus delta Z. Next, what I can do? What is the next step? This one is nothing but, what is it? We'll do one thing. Z is nothing but AB, correct? So we will divide, okay? We will divide LHS by Z and RHS by AB, because Z equal to AB, correct? Both the sides you are dividing it by Z or AB. Z by Z is 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z equal to AB by AB is, you want to write me all the steps? You want me to write all the steps? Okay, we'll write. Z by Z, cancel. Z1s are Z1s are. AB by AB, cancels. Plus or minus A delta B by AB, A cancels. Plus or minus delta A into B by AB, B cancels. Plus or minus delta A delta B divided by AB. Here nothing is cancelling. Correct? Now we'll write what and all is remaining. Okay? I'll erase this. We'll write next step. What is the next step? 1 plus or minus delta Z by Z equal to 1 plus or minus delta B by B plus or minus delta A by A plus or minus delta A into delta B divided by AB. Over 1 will, if you get it here, minus 1 minus 1 is 0. It will get cancel. So the remaining is delta Z by Z equal to plus or minus, I'll write it properly, delta A by A plus or minus delta B by B plus or minus delta A into delta B by AB. Correct? Am I right? See here, delta A and delta B, they are small term. 0 point something. Small term multiplied by small term will give you a big term or small term. See, take a calculator. Multiply 0.1 into 0.1. You will get a big number or small number is your answer. You will get 0.01. Is it? Correct? See, as when you multiply a small number with another small number, you will get one more smallest number, not the bigger number. So therefore, when here delta A is one small number, delta B is also a small number. So when you multiply two small numbers, you'll get still smaller number. Very small number it is. So we'll ignore it. We can neglect that term. Okay, delta A and delta B are very small numbers, so that we can ignore it. Product of the small numbers can be ignored. Since delta A and delta B are small, ignore or neglect its product. So if we neglect its product, what is the final remaining solution? What is remaining if we neglect that? Delta Z by Z equal to plus or minus delta A by A plus or minus delta B by B. That term is not there. We have ignored it. Correct? What is the maximum relative error then? Maximum error. Maximum means only adding, correct? So I can write, delta Z by Z is equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B is the maximum relative error. Maximum relative error. This is true for the division also, not only multiplication, even for the division this is true. Okay, so what we have done, we have taken the two physical quantities A and B with the measured value A plus or minus delta A, B plus or minus delta B. Then Z equal to AB, Z equal to Z plus or minus delta Z. Substitute it, multiply, you know how to multiply it. Multiply and you will reach to the region where you are going to divide LHS by Z and RHS by AB. When you divide whatever is getting cancelled, cancel it. Then here 1 will be there. That is also going because 1 minus 1 is 0. The remaining term is this one. Here, this is a small term. So multiplication of the small term will give you another very, very small term. So we will ignore it. We will neglect it. The remaining is plus or minus Z by Z equal to plus or minus delta A by A plus or minus delta B by B. This is nothing but relative error. Therefore, I can say maximum relative error that can occur is delta Z by Z equal to delta A by A plus delta B by B. We will write rule. When two quantities are, this is true for a multiplication also. So it's a small homework or assignment for you. Along with the notes, you have to find for a division. Now I have done it for multiplication. Try for division. Okay? Okay, will you write one note? Rule. Okay, write down the rule. When two quantities are multiplied or divided, when two quantities are multiplied or divided, what happens? The relative error, correct? The relative error in the result is what is the relative error? Relative error in the result is sum of the relative errors in the multipliers. Sum of the relative errors in the multipliers. See, in the multiplier, what is error is there? That one's addition, correct? That is what we are going to write over here. That is when two quantities are multiplied or divided. So when you divide also, you should get the same answer, correct? So when two quantities are divided or multiplied, the relative errors in the result is sum of the relative errors in the multipliers. They are some of the relative errors in the multipliers. Is there any doubt? So you have to write, it is a homework for you. For division, what is the answer? Okay, you have to send me the answer for division. Shall we go for the next one? Can you help me for the next one? After this, I'll give you some problems, okay? Using these rules, you have to give me the solution. Will you? Will you try? Will you try? Okay, you have to try. Next, error in case of measured quantity raised to a power. If it is raised to a power, when it is raised to a power, what is the error? Okay, we'll take one example. Z equal to a square. A square is nothing but a into a. Correct? It is raised to a power. Then delta z by z, I'll give you the final solution. Delta z by z is equal to, what is the answer? What might be the answer? Delta a by a plus delta a by a, or it is equal to 2 delta a by a. When it is raised by a power, it is 2 delta a by a. Hence the relative error in a square is 2 times the a. 2 times the a. That time it was AB. Now instead of AB, I am writing AA. So in the place of A, delta A by A. In the place of B, delta A by A. So if you add, you will get 2 delta A by A. Understood? I have not done so much big step as in the previous previous one I have done. If you have some doubt here, do in the same method. Here you have to substitute A plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta A, multiply, then substitute, divide, everything if you do, again finally you will write through this step. Understood? For the last step I have substituted, see. Maximum error. Next, in general, how can we say then? This is for one. In general, how can I say? Can you help me for in general? In general, we can write Z, if Z is equal to A to the power P, B to the power Q, divided by, if the question is like this, divided by C to the power R, then relative error is delta Z by Z is equal to P delta A by A plus Q delta B by B plus R delta C by C. Am I right? Because in multiplication and division, it is one and the same. We said rule number 2. So here division also it should be plus. So generally we can write delta Z by Z equal to P delta A by A plus Q delta B by B plus R delta C by C. This is a solution. Understood? If there is a power. So what is the rule? The relative error in a physical quantity, raised, okay, here we will write one rule. Raised to a power, what happens? Help me. Physical quantity raised to a power K is the K times the relative error in the K times the relative error in the individual quantity. Rule number 3, what it states? The physical quantity raised to a power K is the K times the relative error in the individual quantity. K times the relative error in the individual quantity is nothing but a relative error. So I can say relative error in the physical quantity raised to a power, better to write like this, to a power K is the K times the relative error in the individual quantity. See, for your final exam or the upcoming exam, for me these what steps we have done is not important. The final solution, this one and the previous one, then the rules are important for solving problems. Understood? They will not ask you to multiply two physical quantities A and B with the measured value A plus or minus A, B plus or minus B and all. They will not ask. They will ask you the final solution to solve with the problems, or they may ask that final solution for 1 marks. Understood? So for me, these rules you have to learn it properly with the final answers. If you know the rules, you can write this final answer.